Sit. Hello and welcome back. My name is VanessaBlank from Wild Woman Bushcraft. Aika and I are now on the way to my forest and to my forest cabin because we want to spend the night there. I have something special with me because I want to create today something. You can come with me. Later I want to cut down a little Christmas tree and then we just enjoy the time there at the forest cabin complete alone, only Aika and myself. If you want, you can also come with us and check out what we are doing. Come. So we had not much way in front of us. Soon we arrived at the cabin. Aika sits. And I think the cabin would be very cold today because in the night it is every day freezing. So we have temperatures under 0 degree. And at first I want to heat up the cabin because it is pretty cold outside. But also in the winter time, this forest is just so beautiful because leaf tree forests will be in the night, in the winter times, brown and gray, and this here is green. There is the cabin, just a few steps and then we are there. Inside of the cabin there are 1.3 degrees, very cold, very frosty. So I will heat up the cabin now that it is cozy and warm. I had some stress the last day, so it is a time that I was the last time there, and normally I have those grave candles on in the cabin, 3, 4 of them. I had them always burning in such a glass that nothing can happen and not the whole cabin starts to burn. And you can feel the temperature of the grave candles very well. So with them I am always a little bit over 0 degrees. That means my water is not frozen. But now I was some days not there and you can really feel it. So the cabin is very good isolated. That's a very plus point for me, and it is only a small room, so you can heat up very fast and very well. At first I had to check that there is enough air circulation, because I have a lot of water in the air here inside of the cabin, and when you come inside it smells a little bit muddy, a little bit rotten, and because of this it is very important that I heat up the cabin from time to time and also open the windows that fresh air can come inside. Till the cabin is cozy warm, it takes 1 hour, 1.5 half hour, and because of this I make on some extra candles to have it warmer in a shorter time. Since this summer I have the compost toilet here at my forest cabin, and I have here not only the toilet, I have also the toothbrushes there, the wash places there. I'm happy that my water is not frozen inside and that it stay like this, and I have it a little bit warmer. I also put 3 candles inside of this toilet. It is very small, just 1 quadrat meter, and not isolated, but you feel really a difference when you come out of the cabin. It is very cold, and then you come inside of the toilet and it is a little bit warmer than outside. When the cabin is still cold and I have not removed my jacket, I will go outside and search for a small Christmas tree, because I want to have one here directly in the front of the cabin. Aika, come. Come. Aika, are you thirsty? So the tree doesn't stand from alone anymore. I have here a very old Christmas fixer. It looks a little bit difficult, not like the new one, the modern one. So I just fixed them with those 3 parts. That's it. So it stands even, but the underground is uneven. So like nature is, nothing is perfect, and there is always one side which looks not so beautiful like the other side, where there is much moss or where it is not straight like the other side. So I am a perfect person, I always want to have it perfect. So it is very difficult for me to check out which side is the beautiful ones. I have a little bit decoration with me and I want to decorate the tree now. And a few days before Christmas I always come outside in the woods with the kids and we want to decorate a tree with natural stuff for the wildlife animals. So we have carrots, we have apples, we have nuts, we have fresh hay, all stuff that the wildlife animals really like. So we want to create them also a Christmas tree. This Christmas tree hanger always fixed together, hang together, that it always took a lot of time till you have them ready to use in one piece and not like a bracelet together. At my home, the Christmas tree is every year decorated from the Christ child. So we don't do it at our own. We put everything what is needed for the Christmas tree out in the evening before Christmas. And in the night the Christmas child is coming and is decorating while we all are sleeping. And then the lights from the Christmas tree are burning the whole night. And when the kids are standing up early in the morning, they walk into the living room and then they see there the decorated Christmas tree with the lights, and they have then the shine in their eyes and they are just stunning. Wow! And the Christ child was there in the night and was decorating. So it is a very beautiful time each year. I really love it, especially with the kids. How do you have your Christmas tree? I have only red and golden and some of those hay stars. But I saw a few days ago a Christmas tree at Facebook which was complete black. So it also looks good, but I'm an old style person. I also do not like a Christmas tree with all colors, but for me it doesn't matter how other people decorate their tree. It is their thing, but I love it like this, very simple, very old style. Fertig, ready. Do you know the short cartoon movie? I think the name is Do You Like My Christmas Decoration? So in short form, it is a Christmas tree plantage where all the Christmas trees are growing and one of them is decorated. And he goes to another Christmas tree, an old one, it looks very... And the Christmas tree asks, do you like my decorations? Do you want to try it on? And the end of the story is that the other Christmas tree had to try it on, no matter if he wanted or not. And the next scene is the voice, the sound of the motor saw, and screams. And then the old Christmas tree is bringing away with all the decorations for Christmas for a family. Check it out, I'm sure you find it at YouTube. I really love it, yeah, each year. So it is going It is dark very soon, and we spend a lot of time today in the cabin. So I make the decision that we go outside a little bit, and maybe we find some edible wild plants. Let's try it out. Look at this. There are fresh digging tracks, and I have around of the cabin some old fox holes, but there are no foxes living inside anymore. But this year is very fresh, so hopefully I've got another fox here around of the cabin. I love foxes. My forest cabin is called Fox Hut. I have a fox tattoo, so I would be very happy if they are again there. Look what I found there. In German, this mushroom is called bottle bovist. This is edible. Now it is too old, so when it is old you can press it and then there comes the smoke outside. These are the seeds. The German word for this special kind of seeds from the mushroom is Sporen. And if they are young, they are white and edible if you cook them. But there are also other mushrooms which looks very similar but are poisonous. It is the potato bovist, but the potato bovist is inside not white like this in the young age. It is inside brown, like a potato looks outside. So only when it is white it is edible. In German we are called this Flechten, and most people have it at their trees, especially the fruit trees, and they are asking if they are hurting the tree or if they are bad. But they aren't bad for the tree. It is a good sign if you have some of them at the branches, because this is a sign that the air is very fresh and clean at this spot. We are now going inside of a magical place behind the cabin. I really love this place because it looks like in an old story. Everything is covered with moss, very beautiful. Places like this are not often in Germany, like there is a whole tree which is laying at the ground and can rotten. In rotten wood there are living so much different small insects and other animals, and animals like the woodpecker bird is eating the animals out of this wood. So it is very important that you have also dead wood in the forests, because a healthy forest needs this. I really love the moss because it is the whole year green, also in the winter times. And in the past, people use moss very often. They use it to stop bleedings, to make a pressure, because other stuff, like medical stuff, what we have today, was not available in this time. So it works a little bit desinfected. So at first you think, oh, I put dirty moss on my bleeding wound, then I have an infection. But no, it works really great. And women need it in the past when they have their monthly bleeding, because nothing else was there. They need it also for the babies as a diaper, pampers. So people use moss very often in the past, and the moss was there where the dinosaur also was living at the earth, so for a very, very long time. So I want to tell you something about edible plants, and I have two different needle plants here with me. This here is the spruce tree. The spruce tree is edible. You can eat the bark and you can also eat the needles. They taste a little bit like Christmas because of the resin what is included, and they have a lot of vitamin C included, which is very healthy for your body, especially in the winter months when you get ill very soon. And then we have this, also a needle tree, but the leaves are not the leaves, the needles are growing at the left and at the right side, and the needles are very soft, so you can touch your face without hurting. By the spruce tree the needles are not so soft like this, but here are the needles also edible, also the bark, and you can make out of both also a delicious tea, which is great for the winter months. So back at the cabin I make on some candles that it looks a little bit more cozy, and also my petroleum lanterns. So I want to go inside now. Aika doesn't want to go inside because she wants to have some more branches, but I'm hungry now, so let's come with me, we go inside. Aika, come here, come. Komm her, komm her, auf geht's. Nein, der Stock bleibt hier. Der bleibt hier. Jetzt komm, hopp. We have 17 degrees now inside. It is not too warm that I want to remove my jacket, but it is a big difference to the start where I arrived the cabin. I want to put out my shoes because I bring a lot of dirt with the shoes inside. But this doesn't matter because the living, what brings the most dirt inside, is still Aika, because she's bringing the whole time branches or something else inside of the cabin together with moss, and if I wouldn't clean the cabin from time to time, it would here look like the forest floor outside. So okay, but now I want to remove the shoes. In the winter times and when it is cold and wet, I have always this here from Feuerhand. So I'm not sure what the right English word is, but I put you the link in the video description if you are interested, because this is a really great product. It saves your trousers from the wet from outside. So I have high shoes on, but I always run through meadows or young trees, and I always have a wet part there, and this here saves my trousers from being wet. So my knees are still wet because I'm always have the knees at the ground when I show you something or when I had to check out something at the ground, but this part here is dry, so it is very good closed with a zipper. And here also this like glue part, and here it is always also a possibility to close. And here at the ground it fits also in the shoe with this here, that it can't move here up to the knee. I'm really hungry now. I have today an egg pan, so there are included eggs and paprika and Polnische. This is the German word for Poland, and these are special kind of sausages, very tasty. I have here and there a lot of food, also a little bit ready cooked, long-term food, but I don't want to eat it yet. I love to cook fresh, and this here is all for crisis preparedness. So I only use it when I have no joy for cooking at this day, but normally I use the option to cook fresh food. So we have eggs, fresh farm bread, paprika, and these are the sausages called polnische. Food is ready now, and I also have here boiled water for tea and for making the dish. It is too much for me, so I know it is too much before I start, because one half is for Aika. She's watching me with eagle eyes. If there is something for her, and of course she gets something. Without spices, of course. Aika, komm, fressen. Hier. Guten Appetit. I'm full now and very tired. So I would love if would there someone else to make the dish, but I'm alone, so I have to do it at my own. Okay, so I do it very short, that I have it behind me, and then there is my warm sleeping bag waiting and also a good book, so let's do it. The dish is ready and I just leave the cabin now for a last time today, because I had to go in the cold to brush the teeth and wash the body, and then I'm not leaving anymore. The bed is waiting and Aika is waiting too, because here at the cabin there is something special. The ground here inside of the cabin is still so cold, also when I heat the room, that Aika is allowed to spend the night in the bed with me here. At home it is forbidden, but here it is okay because of the cold ground, and this place here is not big enough for her to sleeping, so she loves to also sleep in the bed with me. Come here. So. Let's come. So. Ich hole euch mal näher. Aika, the old grandmother, had to sleep under a blanket to feel well. So the Bushcraft and survival dog, which is a very softie in the cabin. So that you can see how cozy I have it here in my sleeping area. So this is my sleeping area. There is a real mattress inside, blankets. The only difference to my bed at home is that I have here a sleeping bag and at home a blanket. So upstairs there is the bed from the kids, from my boys, so I've built it. But there is no real mattress upstairs, there are only sleeping pads, because there is the window, and if I would have the full length I wouldn't be able anymore to open the window, which would be very bad here inside. So I have everything that I need for today. Here is my book. It is a book from a policeman who had in his whole career only killing cases, and he's writing in his books about all those cases that he seen in his lives, and he tell you also that every people are able to be a murderer sometimes in their lives, which is very interesting. So it is time for me to sleep now, because the night is very short. I have to stand up tomorrow very early, and I just want to be sure that I have enough sleep this night. So I hope you enjoy this video. I enjoyed the time there a lot. So a little bit sad that we had no snow till yet, but snow can come, so maybe I just had to wait a few more days or weeks. We will see. I'm out for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope also that we see us again in the next one. Have a great time and good night. Bye bye. Aika. Aika.